Wilson James provides services to the security, aviation and construction logistics sectors. We are being challenged around our own internal processes and controls that we have in place. Certainly if I was to sort of list those, so securing our information, securing our infrastructure, given that it's fairly widespread, and just ensuring the integrity of our systems and making sure that we aren't vulnerable to unauthorised access. And this isn't something, in terms of the service that we've taken from SCC, it's not something you just switch on and that's it, it will just run through to its expiry. So our measures have to keep pace with that. SCC taking time to understand what our challenges were, and that identified the number of streams that we were working on. I guess understanding our user personas, we've got a lot of different types of users out there, enabling us to categorise those, and then through SCC's knowledge of Microsoft licensing and the product features, get the best fit. The engagement with SCC enabled us to kind of shape the tender process, given that we were already leaning towards Microsoft as a preferred technology stack. You have the best possible protection in a cost-effective way.
So the synergy between Wilson James and SCC was that they had a need for security services and security products. They'd lost confidence, they needed to regain that trust in a partner, be able to demonstrate a journey, but the key factor for us was leveraging an investment in Microsoft. But they wanted to see how they could utilise that spend for other areas of the business, and cyber was one that was deemed as suitable.
SCC's approach was more of a consultative one. Areas that we knew we actually needed support with, and probably areas that we hadn't necessarily considered as well or prioritised. You go to a trusted partner, normally there's two things that will drive you there, your internal capacity but capability as well. So knowing that SCC had capability in the areas that we weren't necessarily specialists in, that was really useful. We are a 24/7 organisation through the services that we provide. The threats are 24/7 as well, so ideally, if there was an incident, the fact that it was contained either through the technology we're using or the reactiveness of SCC's SOC, that just gives me the sort of peace of mind that we've got that protection all year round. It really does give us that confidence that the external validation of the services by Crest really means that we don't have to lean in too heavily in terms of internally auditing. The threat landscape is ever changing, the techniques are becoming increasingly more sophisticated. New areas, the AI, it's a big thing clearly. There's a push from the business to adopt that, so that's kind of another area as an outcome that we're actually working with SCC, is how we can safely leverage the benefits that AI will bring, but in a way that doesn't sort of pose any security threats. Certainly our expectations have been surpassed. It's given us confidence to move forward. Do I sleep better at night? Yeah, I think I do.